right. So in this sessions, we are going to design a form to upload the song details into our Supabase, and we're gonna display the song details right in the home page once the user successfully loaded. They need to see our songs, available songs. So that's what we are going to do in this session, right? So without wasting its time, let's jump into the video. And if you haven't watched any of these videos, project series video, you don't worry. So please click the link in the description below so you can find the playlist link. So please click that, and I will strongly recommend you to please go ahead and watch the all the series day by day, so you will understand what exactly we did and where we faced an issue and how we fixed that issue and all those things. And if you wish to purchase this project, you can click the link in the description and you can purchase it through Buy Me a Coffee. Using that website, you can directly download the digital source code through there. All right, so now let's jump into the session. All right then, so far here we successfully integrated the artist model where we can upload all the artist informations along with the image as well. So now all we have to do, we have to go ahead and create ourselves our new song model. So in this case, I'm just going to close all these available. Okay, I'm going to clean it up and I'm going to minimize it. Okay, so and in the hooks, you can see we have this artist model. I'm just going to copy and paste this file one more time, and I'm going to rename this file as use song model. Okay, and we need to copy this, and over here I'm just going to change this artist into wherever the term artist it's appeared, it's need to change to song model store, use song model, and song model store, use song model. That's it, right? So now we have ourselves the state management to maintain our song model. All right, now inside the components, just like exactly the same way, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new file called song model.tsx. all right, so this is our song model .tsx file. So let's go ahead and start customizing the code in it. First, what we have to do, we have to make this component as the client side component. So make this as a client component. All right, and then let's create SFC, make it as SFC. That will give this a basic outline of our React functional component and bring the song model. And inside here, I'm going to bring the model, and let's import that model. Okay, and for this inside here, I'm just going to say song model, something like this. And now inside here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the title. Of course, it's going to be add a new song, then description, create your own song, and then is open. Of course, by default I'm going to keep it as open, and on change I'm going to use this callback, empty callback function, which is going to do nothing. So save as changes. Now I need to bring this, so let me open our model provider. So let me go to the providers folder and bring the model provider. Then I need to bring our model over here. So song model. So that is coming from at component song model, and make sure that it's been imported successfully. And now we should get the song model. Here we go. So it's taking some time to compile the file, and now we can see our song model over here, right? So basically the song model, it's loaded successfully, but we don't have any actions for opening and closing it. So don't worry, we'll do that later. First, let's go ahead and fix this forms and save the song details and everything. Or let's go by step. First, what we do, we'll fix this opening and closing issue, then we can go for that. All right. So let's go by step itself. So I'm going to bring our use song model hook. So const song model is equals to use song model, which is coming from hook use song model. All right, so let's bring the component to the top of it. All right, so here I'm going to make this as a function, save these changes and enter. All right, so here then what I need to do, I need to bring the user information. So we need to fetch the user information along with the Supabase client, and we need the router information and everything. So I'm just going to say const Supabase client is equals to use Supabase client. Make sure that it's coming from your auth helpers react, and that should be on the top of the import statement, right? And then over here, now what we have to do, we have to bring the router. So const router equals to use router navigation, next navigation. Okay, so make sure that you have imported that from the next navigation. Okay, that should be installed from the next navigation. And then over here, next what we need to do, use router. So after here I need to get the user information. So const is equals to use user at hooks. From our custom hook, I'm going to get the user information. These are all the information, and I'm going to get one more thing. So use state, make sure that is loading, and by default it's going to be false, and make sure that is imported properly. And this is should come from the top of here, just like the same way use router also, right? So align all the import statement properly. So keep your default the package imports from the top components, then your custom hooks and everything at the bottom, right? So it's not necessary, but I love to keep it everything organized. That's the reason. All right. So then now what we have to do is we have to open and close this, right? So I need to write a function. So const on change. So I'm going to say on change is equals to, and this function is going to take a parameter which is going to be the type of boolean, and inside here, if not open, then I'm just going to say Song Modal dot on close. All right, that's the function I'm going to call it. So now if I click this, okay, so nothing is happening. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So here I need to bring that Song Modal dot is open state. So basically its open state is based on our Song Modal state, and then on change should be this on change event. All right, now you can't see that Song Modal because the reason is because initially the is open object in our state inside the use Song Modal hook, our state is false. So that's the reason we can't see that Song Modal. So in order to get that, what I have to do, I have to go to our main container, and just like exactly the same way over here, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to say const Song Modal is equals to use Song Modal, and all the way to the bottom of the list, somewhere over here, this is the one for artist. I'm just going to say on click, I'm going to call this Song Modal dot on open. Pass the function as the reference, don't call it, just pass it as a reference. And now if I click this, you should get that Song Modal. If I click this, it will be gone, right? So now we successfully integrated our Song Modal. Now all we have to do is to get back over there, and we have to bring our custom form to upload the song details over here, and that's what we are going to do next. All right then, so now what we have to do is we have to go ahead and design this Song Modal form. So just exactly the same way like what we did inside the artist model over here, right? So just exactly the same way we have to design the use form, and we have to design our own submit handler, and we have to design our forms, and we have to handle the errors as well. So let's go ahead and do that one after another. So let me get back to the Song Modal. All right, so first what we have to do inside the Song Modal, right? So we need to create the form fields. So let's get back to our songs over here. So what are the fields that we need to have for the songs? So for the song, we need to have the timestamp, don't worry about it, ID and timestamp, it's auto generated, title, song URL, image URL, user ID, artist ID, right? These are the things that we need to create for the songs. So user ID we can get from the user object, artist ID, so we need to bring the artist information. So just like the same way, where it is, okay, so I think I closed it unfortunately, so let me bring one more tab and I keep this over here. So let me bring Spotify clone, and if I log in myself with my GitHub account, because that's my admin account, so let me open it, and I can get the new song information. Okay, you can see here we are displaying the artist informations over here, right? So what are the things we need to do? We need to get the song, name, image file, audio file, and along with that we need to get the artist. So I can choose which artist I'm going to select it, and you can see the differentiation. If I click this, it's selected. If I click this one is selected, right? Just like the same way we are going to do that. So let's get back to our design. Okay, so first what we have to do, we have to design the form. So here, so const equals to use form from where? React hook form. Let me bring it to the top. Okay, for this I'm going to supply the field values as the type, field values as the type, which is going to come exactly from the same package React hook form. And I'm going to open the object, and inside here I'm going to fix the default values for our field values, form field values. And those form field values, which is going to be title, 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 of course it's going to be empty, and song underscore URI, which is going to be null, and of course image underscore URI, which is going to be null. So please make sure that everything is matching over here, image underscore URI and song underscore URI, right? Then I need to get the user underscore ID, which is going to be a string, empty string, and artist, artist underscore ID, that is also going to be the string. All right, fine. So this is the form which we have to of the field values. Now over here we need to fetch some other information, which is going to be the register, to register each field, and handle the submit to finalize the entire submit event. And for reset, so we're going to have this reset, and along with this I'm going to get the form state, and inside this we're going to have this error object. So we are going to get all these necessary fields, right? So now what I need to do is I need to create a custom on submit event to handle our submitted event, right? So to handle our form submit event, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say const on submit, S should be capital, so equals to, it's a callback function, open it, and I'm going to get the parameter as values inside, and that is going to be an asynchronous function for the later purpose. And I'm just going to say console.log, which is going to be the values, right? Now I'm going to map this with the submit handler, which is provided by your React hook form, submit handler, and this submit handler should carry on the types of field values, right? That's the type of that field values. All right, so now inside here, now what I need to do is I need to create a form. So that form which is going to have that handler event, so form and actions, we are going to keep the actions completely empty, and on submit, so this is the event of that specific form, and we are going to call this handle submit, which we imported from the use form hook. And I'm going to supply our custom submit function, which we created over here. Okay, this is how you need to pass the function for React hook form. So if you need to learn much more about this, so search for React hook form, and you can go through the official documentations. So I'll strongly recommend you to watch either this demo, or please go ahead and click get started, and you can learn about how they are getting the forms and error values, and how they are handling the errors values, and how they are handling the on submit events and everything. So you can learn it from here, right?